Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers. It's your boy Sixers fan for life. We got 215 the sports guy here. Tough loss.
Tough
Tough
loss, man.
loss.
Tough loss.
Game we
But
supposed to have won. We just gave it up. We just gave it up.
what you
Gave it
think
up.
lost us the game, big dog?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't this is probably one of the lowest scoring games, one of the lowest scoring games I've seen the Sixers play all season. Um, but our bench definitely got to be the reason that we lost this game.
Yeah.
Other than Niang, we got a whopping 3 points from our bench, and six bench players
Hold
played
up.
in the game.
Repeat that again. Repeat that stat again, please.
Other than Niang, we got three whopping points from our bench. Three whopping points, bro.
People thought I was over exaggerating doing wins when I would complain about the lack of bench participation. And this is exactly what I was foreseeing. Playing a team that's destined, that you're going to see again, that's in the Eastern Conference, you know, the bench has to be a part of this game. You cannot play the game with five players. It just doesn't happen.
No, you can't.
Even
They-
even the Harlem Globetrotters had more than five players, Jose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need a rest once in a while. And the
Listen,
fact,
man. If management and coach thinks that they're gonna go really far with just the starting core, they're insane, man. You know what I'm saying? Something has to be done. You know what I mean? Something has to be done, man. Something has to be done, man. Listen, man. Um, I don't care about their best player, bro. Our bench was abysmal. It
yeah,
was abysmal. Ain't got
yeah,
nothing to do with their best player. It's our bench stinks. We got no bench.
yeah.
I repeat, we have no bench.
You can't really. I
So
see.
miss me with the Fred Van Fleet shit and all that other shit. We got no bench.
And honestly, sorry guys, but miss me with the dot criticism, because how are you going to coach? He's in the third seed in the Eastern Conference, but how are you going to continuously coach five guys? Six with George Nang. Excuse me, Nang. I'm not going to throw you in six with George Nang. How do you do that against
Honeymoon
teams?
phase is over. I've never been stuck into a honeymoon phase anyway, because I don't be crushing like that.
Yeah,
But every game that I look at from Joel Embiid, Maxi, Harden, they consistent as shit.
they
So
put
you could point fingers at your Tobias, at your Seibel for
run it
not,
down.
you know what I'm saying? And this abysmal ass bench.
Bottom line, bottom line. We are top heavy.
No, you're right, Abdul. You're right. You're absolutely right. I've said it. I've said. As a matter of fact, I said those exact words last game on the post game. We got what we got, and
Yeah,
we're gonna have to deal with that.
yeah,
But it's bad, bro. When you look at the bench production, that you know what I'm saying, it's bad.
yeah,
Bad is an understatement.
yeah. It's to the point where you got court moms who just come with his bathrobe on because he not getting in the game. Isaiah Joe is not coming in for him. You have no legit shooter off the bench. Danny Green was that in years past. He's not now. He's not a great defender either anymore. So
Bro, other than Niang, we got a whopping 3 points from our bench. That's sick.
it
That's
sounds
sickening.
it sound like a couple more additions to the Donut Brothers. That's what it sounds like to me.
Bro, how listen, we can't keep blaming losses on the bench, but there's teams out there crediting their wins to their bench.
Yep.
Let me scream, allow the 51 points that were just put on us a couple games ago by a team's bench.
This is
Come
big
on,
facts.
bro.
This is big facts. Tonight, Bird, we lost from their bench, the point disparity. Also, we lost from our second and our fourth quarter. Trash. And normally those are the quarters that you put in your bench to get you some rest. A little bit. So people have to look at the big picture.
What's the point of resting our starters if you're gonna get zero from the bench?
Exactly,
What's the
exactly,
point?
exactly. But that's when you're at a dilemma at a coach. You're playing guys 42, 43 minutes and things of that sort. You're not trusting anybody to go in and knock down an open shot. It's just bad. It's bad from the bench standpoint. Uh, Bird, we're gonna shout out some people in the chat, give y'all a place to talk, man. Everybody venting. Without decent ball rotation, a reasonable system, you're not going to get much out of the bench players. But I hear what you're saying, Bird, but I don't see them from lack of getting open on shots. I've seen them consistently all year miss shots. They're just missing shots. Nobody's really hitting shots from off that bench. So that's the problem with them. Also with a lack of defense coming off that bench. There's no consistency. It's nothing for a coach to depend on, and that's kind of rough. Timmy Snyder, what up, bro? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. I would have to disagree with that, Timmy. I just think honestly, people are looking at it. We got James Harden. We're gonna win the chip. Boom, boom, boom. No, this is a process too. We have to complete this team with role players who know how to be just that. We don't have that on this team. We're going to go as far as we go this year, but this is a 2, 3 year window right here for sure. This year is just finding out who is who, what is what. What do we need other than what we had? We definitely need a bench. You know,
Listen, this season right here, and is I'll be surprised if Doc Rivers gets fired. I'll be surprised
okay,
because other than us, they speak highly of him.
yeah,
Seriously, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And they're gonna give him one of those mercy years, saying he just got a superstar there with Joel Embiid. We're gonna give him one more shot. That's what
yeah,
we're gonna hear, bro.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think you could point the finger at Doc solely for what's going on. It's honestly for lack of, having a supporting cast. We got dealt a bad hand early in the season when somebody woke up and decided, hey, I don't want to play. Uh, we got a player for him who's a very solid player who's been averaging about 20 and 10, 11 assists since he's been here. Our problem this season has been our defense and our rebounding and our lack of bench. And
Um,
that,
this is. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
no, I'm done.
Berg, this is Embiid's second worst game of the season. His first worst game of the season was the one directly from
And that's a
COVID,
fact.
and this is his second worst. So I don't even think he scored less than this and that game. That game, I think he had like 19. Today he had 21.
Yeah, it was a hard 21 out there too.
Normally his bad game say 25 on it all day. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, he had a bad game, but these other people, man. I mean, we got 5 from Tobias, man. Tobias.
Five.
That's what he was today.
You know, I,
Tobias didn't bring Tobias to the court. He brought Tobias.
I'm starting to notice Tobias plays a little bit better when I'm talking trash about it. So next show, I'm getting back to my regularly scheduled program so Tobias can, play like he knows how to play because that game tonight, the amount of shots I seen him pass up tonight, and it was just sheer, I don't want to miss this. I'm not taking it type of shots. And, that has to change. That has to change. You get an opportunity to shoot, especially when you know you're not getting nothing off the bench. You get an opportunity to shoot, you shoot. You shoot. Hard impact
They should have just rolled Matisse until he shot us out. I mean, who else was giving us anything, man? He gave
by
us
the hot hand.
he gave us 10 to 12 quick ass points, bro. Like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rough
You
game
know,
tonight, man. Rough game tonight. We got a back to back versus them Heat. And, hopefully this is the type of game that we could look at the tape. Okay, look, we look crazy out there. We need to get this, and this together, especially before we see these guys.
no, look right here, man. Ron makes a great point, man. Too many minutes, man, from the start starting to show. It been was showing
Yeah,
OG. You understand? And tomorrow you're gonna see it even more.
yeah. this game was an opportunity. I was actually getting excited in the first quarter because I'm like, oh shit, we probably could get some proper rest tonight, get ready for the game. But you let
Yeah,
these
them boys over there saying, not tonight.
you let them realize they're pros too, and they went up and got that game. Shout out to them. They went up and got it. They went up and got that game from us. So we got to know this the NBA and teams. They on Twitter and Instagram and watching ESPN just like us. They know James Harden here. They know we one of the teams to beat right now. So when it's time to play, we're gonna get a lot of the team's best in the NBA. So we definitely gotta sharpen our game up because it's coming. It ain't gonna stop. That's what I meant by that, Jose. We may be facing lesser opponents, but dudes are still hungry. They balling out here. So we gotta come with it. You know what I mean? You don't want to go into the playoffs not playing your best basketball. So some things have to change. What do you see needing to change right off besides the bench, Jose? Besides the bench.
I got to do better with those rotations, man. I mean, I can't, we all can't keep beating that horse, man. That horse is tired of getting hit.
Yeah, it is. I heard it all the way over here. you
That
know,
horse threw the white flag long ago, man. He said no mas, no mas. He
yeah,
can't take it no more.
yeah. I want to further this relationship with Matisse Thybulle moving without the ball, setting screens and running, or you know what I mean, diving to the rack when somebody like Harden and Maxey is going to the rack, giving them an option to pass off to. I think Matisse is very athletic. He definitely could catch lobs or just catch it close and bang it. That's where he's going to get his money at on offense. And I think he needs to take an advantage of that. He said, can Bassey get 3 minutes? B-ball Paul should get those minutes. You know, that's just me being, B-ball Paul fan. But Teller, to a sense, you're right. I think these guys do play with heart, but overall, you don't have enough hustlers on this team. You don't have enough dive into the stands, go for the ball type of guys on this team. And that's what's going to be needed late in the season. I definitely want to see B-ball Paul. And just because I think he is that type of guy, he's not going to. I'm done with the Jordan project. I'm sorry. Tonight was enough for me. It was done. I'm done. I was excited last game, Jose. I'm done tonight. It was just a couple plays. I'm just like the play when he got the ball thrown to him when he was close, got the ball thrown to him. He just wasn't even looking for the ball. It was confusing, and he doesn't have the athleticism no more that he once had, and a lot of rebounding opportunities was let up tonight on his watch as well as Embiid. We got Horde on rebounds, by the way, guys. Offensive rebounds, we got Horde tonight.
we
It was
got wrecked overall on the boards, bro. Wrecked
yeah,
overall.
yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem. You're giving people more attempts to shoot at the basket. They're going to make it. These is NBA teams. They're going to make it. You know. So yeah, rough one tonight, man. Rough one tonight. So like you said, Joel Embiid had one.
I'd give up that first quarter start for a slow start any day of the week. For real.
Why do it seem like when we slow start, we win the games, but when we fast start, I don't know if we get cocky, we get content. I don't know what it is, man, but it let teams back in the game a lot, and that's going to be on the bite you in the NBA. Let's get into some of these comments. He said, I guess Ant is referring to the hustle and all that. Some guys don't want jobs. We do need a more Corey Brewers on the bench. We do need that type of guy on this team. Believe it or not, those type of guys help you win championships. The guys that love to do the stuff that nobody else don't do. So, man, I know it's a little bit too late in the season to be adding on a free agent, but I think the Sixers need to definitely entertain that, to get some a solidified vet in this show with experience who don't mind throwing a bow or two. We too pretty out there. You know what I mean? We too pretty out there. Nobody want to get in the mix of the scuffle, grab boards and stuff like that. So, you know, I can say this. I did want to see Joel Embiid in the post a little bit more tonight, especially when he has smaller bodies, Achua, people like that. I wanted him to deep in the post and just pound it tonight. That didn't really happen tonight. So, the team definitely got some things to figure out. Overall, how did you like
Shoot,
games? Go ahead.
shoot. They better be a bounce back game tomorrow. They're gonna have to sleep in the ice tubs all night in order to have a chance at a bounce back.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And we always seem to see these guys offer a back to back, and they got a game rest. They sit. They This the second time they've been sitting waiting for it. But hopefully we figured out what we needed to figure out. Hopefully it could work in our favor. George, what up, bro? He said, "I don't think that they play with no heart. I play. Oh, he dropping truth bombs out here. He
Yeah,
does. They don't play with urgency, and that's key, George. That's a grown man way of think about it. You know what I mean? The NBA players, they definitely play with heart, but the sense of urgency, it's no red button on this team. It's not. We go one gear or the other. It's no red button. Hey, we need to change this up. So I'm hoping for Doc to throw a chair or two before the season's out. Doc's a little too mild mannered for me sometimes. I understand that's the way he is. He's laid back, but in some instances, man, you got to
that's
dig.
who. That's who we need a technical foul from. Get kicked one
Yeah,
time. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. Take one for the team,
You
bro.
can hear them complaining to them. Don't you know the rules? Don't you know the rule? Well, throw a freaking chair so they can really understand.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Altogether, it was a bad performance. They looked like they wanted us. They wanted it better than we did after that first quarter, and that's what it was. Every loose ball, every rebound was theirs. So I think the team should take that personal. It definitely starts with coaching, and that was terrible, Smitty. It definitely starts with coaching, but I think the lack of bench players plays a heavy part on this. And we keep bringing it up because if you look at the stats throughout the games we lost, that's the key. Bench points. Bench points. You know. Uh I'm not gonna say that Bird Doc doesn't promote aggressiveness because when 2-5 and B were together, he preached that a lot. He
Everybody who played for that other team put up at least 2 points. We had three bench players to give us donuts, more donuts on top of donuts on top of donuts. This donut brother situation pretty gonna be pretty large soon.
yeah, yeah. Can't keep getting too many nil games from players who are getting 10 minutes, 8 minutes. It may not seem like a lot, but these minutes are times where you could either be gaining the lead or losing the lead. So, and that's important. That's important. So, you know, I'm hoping somebody or a couple people stands up and be accounted for. I've been calling for it for multiple games now, and it hasn't happened at all. So, something to watch for. Something to watch for. It'll be some teams that we could see in the playoffs that our four could give them the business. We probably win a series, but going deep in the playoffs, you need a key three people off the bench doing something. Doing something. You know, so it is what it is. Oh, Bird said I'm talking about stuff that doesn't show up on us. And yeah, and that's what we were talking about right there, Bird. You know, Tunza Wallace, what up? Saying I'll rebound it like crazy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was obvious. It was obvious. You know what I mean? It was obvious. Oh man, damn! You see Mr. Hood out here? Yeah, we. That's what Jose said before we got on, man. It's tough when we can't hear that song after a Sixers game. It is, you know. But it is what it is, Jose. So what do you feel like that we need to change? Uh, in order to get these stats up that we need, rebounding, bench points? What do you feel like that needs to happen? A bold move.
Well, to start, they got to tweak those rotations better. Like the rotations, I got to agree with all the people who comment. The rotations suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
They suck. So you got to kind of put players in there
in position.
in position. Yeah, like every starter don't got to come off the floor, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? You could keep two starters in there,
I'm
two
about to put.
pretty good starters in there. Throw the bench in there. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like we talk about this all season long and don't nothing change. So Doc
Yo,
gonna do Doc.
20 to 5 offensive rebounds, 56 to 40 rebounds.
Yeah, yeah,
These are glaring stats, dog.
yeah.
These are glaring stats, man. You gave them 20 more opportunities to make a second shot in the NBA. So, you
Hell
know,
no, we're not gonna survive the playoffs playing like this. Hell no.
nah, nah, nah,
Hell,
nah.
they better not even unpack.
I mean, shout out to Maxi too, but Maxi needs to. It's year two, bro. It's year two. Let's try to work on becoming a little bit more consistent with your aggression. You know, beast player, man, beast
He
player.
has been as of late. He
Yeah,
has been.
yeah. He had a shorty game this year today. You
No, he
know what I mean?
didn't.
I think so. I mean, 17 points is cool, but it was definitely times and gaps in that game where he could have been attacking because Harden and Embiid wasn't going. They gotta decide that amongst each other. You
I mean,
know,
offensively, he had the best percentage, bro. He did not have
yeah.
a bad game.
No, I ain't gonna say he had it bad, but it's not what I'm used to seeing from him with some looks he had. I didn't see a lot of 3 pointers today from him. You know, he's one of our best 3 point shooters now.
He shot. I
So
mean, he shot 50%. He only took four of them. He may have.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
only took four. He may have.
I
That
want to.
it wasn't on him to me, man.
No, I'm
You know
not
what I'm
putting it
saying?
on him. It's on the whole team. Everybody had a hand in this loss, bro. Everybody had a hand in this
I'm
loss.
blaming Toby and Coach. That's what I'm blaming.
I hear you.
I'm
I
blaming
hear you.
Toby and Coach, man. Come on,
Um,
man. Like Tobias,
I'm,
I was rooting for him. I was like, all right, I was vouching for him.
yeah.
Playoffs about to start. We finna see
You definitely was vouching for him.
a good Toby. I picked the over. I lost that.
Yeah, you definitely
You know what I
did.
mean? I lost that.
Let's go over the over and unders. Do you remember them
Now I don't even
all?
want to talk about them
I mean,
shits.
I do though. You know,
Well, I know I went two and one. I know that for a fan.
I believe I did too. I think I
Yeah,
got
I
the
went two and
Embiid
one.
on, and I got that one too. So Berg is blaming the coach. I hear you, and I'm sure Doc could take this
I'm
on the
with you on
chin.
that, Bert. I'm blaming
Yeah,
Coach too, but Toby gonna sit right next to him while I'm doing the blame game.
I'm also gonna put a little blame on JoJo and Harden and the clutch of the game with multiple turnovers during that time. You know, you can't get the ball up. You can't make mistakes like that in the clutch of the game, and they know that. They're vets. You know, it probably won't happen too many
You
more
can't blame the
times.
whole game on that bullshit, bro. That man almost had a triple double, bro.
No, I hear that and I understand that, but the whole team is accountable for this loss. I'm not going to say,
I
nobody really
disagree,
had.
bro. I'm agree to disagree
Well,
because I
well,
can't.
well. We
I
have a difference
cannot
of
blame the
opinion.
whole team. I can't blame the whole team. It's the same people always balling out every night.
We
You
we
feel
have
me?
we have a difference of opinion. I'm not saying
It's
effort.
the same people balling every night.
I'm not saying effort wise. I'm saying as far as uh, the productivity that we got from them. You know, it wasn't really. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It is what it is. We lost this game. You know, if Joel or Harden had a solid game, we win this tonight. If they don't turn the ball over in the times they turned the ball over,
If my
hey,
aunt had a mustache, she'd be my fucking uncle.
I'm just
The
saying
fucking bench
we
ain't scoring nothing.
no, I'm look, we already decided that. We already decided that. We're not getting nothing from them, right? But I'm also saying players that did play could have played a little better too. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. Uh Berger saying the key word Glenn should preach at practice is conviction. They don't do, and you absolutely right. They look unsure about, especially Tobias. I don't want to keep bringing Tobias' name up, man. There's certain times when the pressure's on. Tobias get the ball, and he's shaking bait. You know, he's a little shaky with that joint, man. So, man, yeah, we got a lot of things that we don't like about tonight's game. The positive part about it is we get to come right back here tomorrow for another
Yeah,
six.
just it's a frustrating loss. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, you know, yeah, man. Like good teams beat teams they supposed to beat. That's what good teams do.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Good teams don't lose to the teams they're not supposed to beat. You know what I mean? Football is football. That's one thing. That whole any given Sunday thing, that applies to football. On basketball, you a good team, you beat up on the lesser teams. That's just what you do.
yeah. Hey, Bird, I'm gonna address your comment. It's not just the minutes that they did play; it's the minutes that they should have played but couldn't because they're not. They're not. The production level is zilch. You can't put these guys in it. They're gonna lose you the game, and,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the hard part. That got to be the hardest part about Doc job. I know Doc stays up at nights trying to figure out where he
Losing
gonna
hair
get
he
this.
don't even got.
Yeah, trying to figure out where he gonna get this 25, 30 points from all supporting guys, and it's just not there. It's just not there. I would love to be on the fly at a locker room. This is a
I,
game.
I I just feel like Harden need to get on them bench players like he be getting on Maxi. He need to do that with the bench players. I don't feel like we don't see it. Like we don't see that. You know what I mean? He don't get on them dudes, and he got to get on them dudes more, man, because the team is bigger than just Maxi.
I hope the conversation is not stopping just at the media because Joel mentioned that you need willing shooters off the bench and guys that's going to go score. He said that to the press, but I'm hoping that conversation is not stopping at the press. I'm hoping you're having this tough conversation with these guys in the locker room because his championship aspirations leans on them. Can't do it by himself.
What bench players paid tonight? I'm gonna tell you right now: Green, Yang, Reed, Jordan, Milton,
Where?
and Milton. Unless you're being sarcastic, you know what I'm saying? Because if you is,
No, he not.
waka waka waka. But if you're not, Shake Milton, DeAndre Jordan, and B-Ball Paul gave us absolutely nothing.
Mm. Danny Green only gave us 3 points, 16 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, man.
All our points came from Yang, bro. That's a shame. All the bench points came from Yang.
Yang had a better game than Tobias. He had more minutes than Tobias actually
Shake
too
played
tonight.
9 minutes.
Yeah,
Shake played 9 minutes, and he didn't even attempt a shot in 9 minutes.
that's bananas.
He didn't even attempt. He had zero all across the board for 9 minutes. That's not Shake. Come on, man.
Hey, Smitty, if you're gonna put it on fire, Smitty, you got to do it live on a
B-Ball
show.
Paul, like I can't even really blame B-Ball Paul. That man played
He
like
had like
barely.
2 minutes.
He had like 2 minutes, man.
Yeah, he had like if that. Yeah, he had like 2 minutes, but he grabbed the board. We
He
gonna he
grabbed the
ain't gonna
board. At least he grabbed the board, though. You
come
know
on,
what I
man.
mean?
Come on, man. But I did see Doc showing a showing a need. I seen that too, bro. I told him he got to come on live and do that. You got to do that live with us, bro. You can't do that unless you come on live with us. But you could definitely put a donut on his jersey. Just put a donut on there and just sit it somewhere because that's what he's done all year. Sorry, Shake, you're not injured no more. So, all right, cool. He gonna post it live. Y'all heard it here first. Smitty gonna post it live and tag us in it. We will share it with y'all on our page, man. But I know everybody's upset. Ready for that bounce back win tomorrow versus
Tomorrow
Miami.
gonna be a tough game, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So tonight's game, you like basically have to win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they hold up. Abdul Holland, that's mine. Cool, 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 Abdul. Uh, then isn't that ball? I hate Boston, so I hate Glenn. Uh, niggas, people is showing out tonight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. This is your place. Y'all could come and vent, and we could talk Sixers basketball. Sixers lose tonight versus Toronto Raptors. We face Miami tomorrow. Please look up to the top right hand side of the screen. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. We depend on word of mouth advertisements. So, Jose, what we need these people to do?
Don't forget to tell a friend or tell a friend or tell a friend.
Uh-uh.
Y no te olvides a decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a otro amigo. Epa.
Wepa.
We're
East
gonna talk
Lipset.
about this tomorrow, man, because the road gonna be rough.
Come see about us. Bright and
Don't
early.
forget, 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after, you got the East Leaf Sixes. Let's go. Have a
Let's
good night,
go.
everybody.
Good night,
See you
Philadelphia.
tomorrow.
All right.